All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. It's 4 after. I know we have a really busy night with just coming out of NST and having so many people with team calls and a vision call tonight. So I just want to get started. I'm Skip Taylor out of Wyoming, Michigan. Me and my wife won the Body by Thigh Challenge a really long time ago when the challenge was first launched back in 2010 in Atlanta. And that was back when they only had 3 categories: a male overall story, a female overall story, and a couple story. We won the couples division. Our story was more weight loss and overall health. And we were honored to be chosen as couple champions, where they flew us to Hollywood and gave us a transformation vacation. This has absolutely changed our life. We've gone through many 90-day challenges and different types of fitness challenges since we've been in this company. We absolutely love everything about this company and what it stands for. And tonight we have some amazing people on the line that we're going to be doing more of a panel tonight and ask some questions that can help everybody on this call listening in to help have better results, better goals, and just kind of find out what each person on this these amazing rock stars on this call are doing for their health, what works for them, what doesn't work, and things like that. So without further ado, we're going to start getting some of these questions started. And what I want to do first, though, before we get started is I want to have each and every panelist on this call just share a little short something. Malinda, I'm going to have you go last because I really want to hear about how you felt being crowned as a brand new Body by Thigh champion. So let's just start out right now with Stephanie Ross. Stephanie, do me a favor, take 30 to 60 seconds and tell everybody on the line who you are and a little bit of story about what you've done in your challenge.
Yeah, hey, Skip. Thank you so much. My name is Stephanie Ross, and I'm actually from Owasso, Michigan, but I live here in Orlando now. So it was nice to have NST here close to home. But anyway, I when I started the challenge about 2.5 years ago, I was a tired, unhealthy, young mom of a little girl who just needed a change, needed something different, and luckily found Vi. Was very skeptical at first, and actually I lost my first 10 pounds feeling shakes from my husband. So I'd been an athlete all my life, but college and metabolism caught up with me, and then also the being a mom as well. So when I first got started after I decided to take the challenge a little more seriously, I lost 20 pounds in my first 90 days and felt great. Wore a bikini for the first time in 5 years, and decided to start building some muscle, and was inspired by some of the other Vi transformations to actually get up on stage and compete in a fitness competition. Actually, Malinda was one of those transformations, so it was nice to be on the call with her and be able to share with her. So yeah, I've over the past 2.5 years, I've come a long way with my transformation, and I love being able to share it with other people and help inspire and be inspired. So thank you.
That is awesome. You have an amazing story. You've done awesome on the challenge. I've seen your pictures, and you're absolutely crushing it. Right now, I want to bring in actually my very beautiful wife. We've been together for almost 22 years, and I'm going to let her share her short story.
I really don't have a short story, so I'm going to have to really condense it. Skip and I started our challenge back in the beginning of July 2010, and I only did it because he said I had to, because I was basically not wanting to do it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it all in. But if it doesn't work, I'm going to get my money back. So I did it all in. I was on the transformation kit. And the first challenge that I did, I lost 20 pounds and 10.5 inches. And then our upline at the time said we had to submit it because when I started it, I was having massive migraines. I was really ill. I was addicted to a lot of different painkillers and sleeping pills. And he knew that this was something that I had to show people and tell people. So we put our story in, and that November in Atlanta, Georgia, we actually won the couples champion. And so from there, he said, you know what, that's not where your story is going to stop. You're going to keep going. So I went from unhealthy to being healthy, and then I started losing weight. But then I noticed that Skip was losing weight a lot faster, so it sort of became a competition between us. And then I went from weight loss, and then I started leaning out. And then after that, I had a couple teammates that were like, you know what, you should bodybuild. I'm like, no way, this is not something that I would have ever thought I would have done. All I wanted to do was just become a normal mom, not be a bed rest mom. And so I started, lifting. I started working out, and then we started doing urban adventures together. And then we started lifting together, which was weird, but it was worth it, and it was fun. So I started learning different things from Skip and other friends. So I started, building muscle, and then I started working with injuries that I had in the past and fixing stuff and becoming a lot more stronger. And then I was asked to do pageants and then some bikini shows, so I started doing those. So it's been like from being unhealthy to healthy to going complete to building a new body. And it's not going to stop here, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, you dear. I also want to shout out there to her as well. She was also with the very first Vi model competition, I think it was, when they did the separate categories for Latino, whatever. She was top 5 for the Latino category of Vi models as a mama, and just very proud of her with that as well. I know Claudia is not able, who has a Winter Challenge Center, is not able to be on the call tonight. Well, she's probably on the call, but she's not able to speak on the call, so we can't wait to hear her on the next call. But I did want to give a shout out and thank her for being willing to be on the call tonight. But right now, I want to hand it over to Malinda Plumer, and I tell you, love your story. I remember meeting you at I think we were in a store. I don't remember which event it was, but we were in a store. We were talking to you in the store one time and just talking about challenges and just getting to know you. And I think it might have been, which event was it? I can't even remember where it was, but I just remember, I'm not sure if you remember talking to us in that store, in that little store in that hotel room, but I do remember talking to you, and it was awesome seeing you on stage and just hearing your story. So go ahead and share.
Thank you so much, Skip, and thank you, everyone, as well. My story actually started 4 years ago in Vi, and my husband actually brought the business to me. And at that point in time, we just were not in a healthy relationship with each other. We were in counseling. We weren't healthy, period. And our relationship, our health, everything was on a decline rather than an upcline where it should be. And at that point in time, my husband actually came across a photo on social media. And it was a friend of his, Brian Reed, and his family was, at Vitality in Florida, and they looked healthy and amazing. And that's actually where my story started from there, actually both of ours. We started taking the products. We kept each other accountable, hun, when do you want to have your shake? What are we going to do for dinner? We started planning together. And that point in time, too, I was really excited because I was getting ready to start student teaching kickboxing and boxing, and I had a really bad muscle tear to my leg. And it kind of took me in the other direction because I was actually sparring. So I was in a boot, wasn't very flattering for about 6 months. And I got to my first event in St. Louis. And that's where it's so important. I can't stress that enough to get to an event because that's where I was inspired. I was able to see the vision. I was able to hear the stories. I was able to, see the positivity and the complete culture of this wonderful company that supports and cares 110%, wanting to see everyone succeed. From there, I saw the Vi models and all the active fitness champs, and those stories inspired me, the weight loss champions, the couples champions. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. And I just went for it. I started looking into competing and lower-level bodybuilding and what it really took. And it took some time to build some muscle because everything I had was lost. I mean, I was coming home feeling sorry for myself, basically doing PT twice a week. And, the weight, really packed on pretty quick. So I went ahead and started taking my fitness to another level. With each day there was a new step. And my first goal was to enter my first bikini fitness competition, and I did. And from there, I've been competing since then. And my last 90-day challenge, my ultimate goal was to get down to 10% body fat. And my first competition, I started at around 14-15%. Didn't place at all, but I tell you what, that inspired me, and I was just blessed just to be there. I took that motivation and said, you know what, I'm going to make myself better, and I kept going. So I had another one coming up a month later. This was all within 70 days rather than 90 days. Got down to about 12.5 body fat percentage, my second one, and won my first one after competing. This was like my sixth one. And my last one, I placed 7th and finally got down to 10% body fat. And that was just an accomplishment with itself, just to see how the proper nutrition and, how discipline you can actually make yourself. When you really want something bad enough, you can make it happen.
Wow, that is awesome. Your story is awesome. Your transformation is awesome. And let me ask you this. Your transformation didn't just happen in one 90-day challenge, right?
No,
I mean, you've gone from
doesn't.
challenge to challenge.
Yes, I've done so many challenges, and actually I believe in that wholeheartedly. You really need to give yourself an ultimate challenge. Take a choice to take a chance, and your life can change, forever change, with a challenge. So we need to constantly challenge ourselves, mentally, physically, every single day. And it's not just with 90 days. Take that as a platform to spin off to do something else. My last, beginning of the year, my VI commit, I wanted to do something completely outside my comfort zone. So I did something I absolutely do not like to do. So I decided to run 150 miles within 90 days. And so that was pretty tough. I hit some hiccups, some bumps, had some knee problems, but I didn't let that stop me. It was very important for me to commit to myself and my commitment to others,
awesome.
And also to our platform. So you just got to go for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, hey Stephanie, I have a question for you. We got a few questions here. We're going to do like more of a panel question here. What is your number one byproduct for weight loss that you use for weight loss?
Oh my gosh, definitely. I love all of them, but I'd definitely say my favorite for weight loss is the metabolism booster and the neuro. I love raspberry neuro, and it helps me. It's helped me all throughout my challenge, not just to get some extra energy, but it helped me to not get so bored with water.
Now, can you choose a one product, not weight loss, but overall? We have so many new products now. Do you have a favorite product right now that you just cannot live without?
Yes, absolutely. If I run out of my Go Shots, you all better look out. As a mom, and those are just my 4 o'clock and early morning and 4 o'clock vice. I have to have it.
All right, Cindy Taylor, I want you to describe what would you give me a perfect weight loss kit. Tell everybody listening what, in your opinion, would be the perfect weight loss kit.
I would probably say what I started with using probably the most at the very beginning would be the 2 bags of Vi-Shake, 2 boxes of Neuro, Vi-Slim, Vi-Trim, and because I noticed at the beginning, because we didn't have all these snacks, I would probably have to say the Veggie Bites, because that's like a perfect day, and then you can have another meal with it, and then that would be pretty much a perfect count for carbs and for your protein.
So basically, the old transformation kit with adding the veggie. Okay.
Yep.
I tell you can't go wrong with that old kit. I love the custom kits now because you can do whatever you want with them and customize, the things you like, the things you don't like. Malinda, I have a question for you. What is your least favorite workout day? What body part is your least favorite?
Oh, I would definitely say glutes. Your glutes and my hamstrings. That's it's a lot of work. It's a lot of reps when I'm actually building, and you don't realize how much you use those muscles in everyday life when you're actually walking. So every once in a while, I'll get the funny look at work. Like, wait a minute, you must have worked out a little bit harder last night. But
you don't skip that day. You don't skip that day, though.
You don't, and that's one thing too. It's just some areas that you need to hit a little bit harder. That's one thing you don't want to skip, even though it might be your least favorite workout to do. It's something that you want to make sure you have full circuit training on all areas of your bodies. And if there's some areas you need to work out a little bit more, you want to definitely make sure that you hit those up at least a couple times so you can actually properly grow and facilitate those muscles.
Definitely. Hey, Stephanie, I want to ask you, for those people on the line that just don't have a lot of time and they've only got 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, what would you say to them? What could they do? Maybe they don't have equipment, maybe they don't have much. What could you recommend to them that could really get them some results in the fitness area, just having 20 to 30 minutes a day to try to get a workout in?
Yes, I'm so glad you asked me that, because when I first lost my 20 pounds, a lot of people are surprised when I tell them I didn't work out as much as I focused on my nutrition. Now, I still worked out. I still, but I did literally 20 to 30 minutes of cardio, and I would do, some little Jillian Michael videos or whatnot. But other than that, I was literally in between cooking in the kitchen. I was doing squats, push-ups, and sit-ups, and burpees. And those things right there, anytime that you could get it in. And it was also another tool whenever I thought, man, I had a really bad craving for something bad, I would switch it up and do an exercise really quick, get down and drop and do like some push-ups or whatnot. So, you don't necessarily have to, be in the gym and work out like crazy to get really awesome results. It really is 80% nutrition. And anything that you can do is better than nothing. So I had a little, Sam, my daughter was 2.5 when I first started in that toddler stage, and I would just take her outside and run with her and chase her around and like jump over her and all kinds of stuff. So anything that you can do to where you're focused on working different body parts is great exercise. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, you could always find something. There's things you can do with zero equipment. I tell you, anybody on the line that I have a workout that I actually have even some of my clients do when they're on vacation, things like that. And really all you need is a 10-pound weight. I have a weight plate workout that will absolutely kick your butt in a very short amount of time. So if anybody on here would like that workout that you can do anytime, anywhere with just one little 10-pound weight plate, let me know and I'll get that to you. Cindy, I want to ask you, if you had one shake, and one shake only, one flavor that you can make that you would have to have for the rest of your life, what shake would that be, your favorite shake?
That's a hard question. I would probably originally say a pineapple shake, but now that I've had that shake so often, it would probably be a almond milk vanilla shake.
Just plain?
Yep. Because that's the easiest to travel, or even a water shake, but I know I want the milk in it.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be my favorite shake for the rest of my life. All right, Stephanie, favorite shake. One shake, rest of your life, what would the shake be?
Oh, my gosh.
You only get to pick one.
If I only had to pick one, I'd say the watermelon bai shake. It is so good. You do just a splash of almond milk, a bunch of watermelon, like lots of watermelon, and then a couple frozen strawberries. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Tastes like summertime.
Awesome. Malinda, same thing. What's your favorite shake?
Oh, hands down, peanut butter and banana, or just plain old peanut butter. Just with almond milk, you throw in about 4 ice cubes. You can even do natural peanut butter, or since that's so high in the natural fats, you can actually get the substitute, the Jif baking peanut butter, which is 1 tablespoon is like 40 to 60 calories, or even get the PB2, which it's all powdered, so it's easy to blend while you're on the road, while you're traveling.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
You have that added flavor. It's simple. You shake it up or stick it in your blender, you're good to go. If you want to mix it up a little bit, throw in a frozen banana, throw in a fresh banana if you've got your blender on site. But I would say totally peanut butter. Can't live without it.
Awesome. All right, real quick also, Malinda, very fast, I have people that always talk about how, I just don't have the energy. What's good to eat? What could you recommend somebody eat when they just don't have the energy and they want to do a workout and they need something but they don't want to get sick either? What's something good that they could eat prior to a workout that would give them the energy and the carbs that they need?
Right, absolutely. So right before working out, and Skip, I have the same thing. I can't really down a full meal, or it just sits on me. I'm sluggish, and it really, I don't have the energy capacity because that food is digesting in your stomach. So I would say right before you work out, I'm a huge proponent. That's one product I can't live without. Is the shake, either the superfood shake or a Vi-Shape shake. It's 8 to 16 ounces. Down a shake beforehand. It's liquid too, so your body's going to be able to process it a lot quicker and give you that added energy as well. Even grab some of our Go. That's a great product to have as a pre-workout, just to have. But for a meal, I would definitely say grab a shake, take it with you to the gym, or right beforehand, because it's something that's liquid and your body's going to process it quicker, and it's not going to weigh you down and make you sluggish during your workout, because you really needed that added energy, that added protein when you're actually working out. So I would say go ahead and do our shake. Definitely. Superfood or Vi-Shape shake.
Awesome. All right, quick question. Stephanie Ross, how important is water intake when you're trying to lose weight, and how much should somebody be taking in?
It is so important, and you know what? It all depends on obviously your size and how much you're working out, if you're working out at all or not. When I first started, I was a terrible water drinker. I never did. So what I would do is I'd play a little game, and I'd set up little water stations all over my house. One in my room, one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, one in my daughter's room, one by the TV, and every time I passed it, I would have to drink. So then my goal back then was about five bottles of water a day, because that was going from maybe drinking 1 or 2 a day. So that was my very first goal, just get as much as you can in. But, when I started really training and working out really hard and burning a lot of calories, definitely need more water. And I did a gallon, sometimes even a gallon and a half a day when I was getting ready to compete. So if you're working out really hard in the gym and sweating a lot, definitely get that water in. It helps with digestion and just everything else, so helps get that weight off.
It absolutely does. I tell you, you almost can't drink too much water when you're working out hard. And guys on the line, anybody that's trying to lose weight, I tell you, when you start depleting your body of water, your weight loss will slow down. As a rule of thumb, as a trainer, I've always, told people, recommended, outside of working out, you definitely want to take in, you can base it on half your body weight in ounces per day, but when you're killing it at the gym, you even need more than that sometimes. Cindy, how much sleep would somebody be getting, and how will that affect their weight loss?
I would say you need at least maximum, probably 8 hours. 7's fine too. But if you sleep less, then of course, you'll become moody, and then you won't work out as hard because you'll be so fatigued before you even start. And then it also affects like how you eat, because a lot of times people When they're tired or they become bored, they start snacking. But if you're awake and you're not tired, you're gonna stay straight to your menu, and you're not gonna go off course by trying to get some chocolate or extra caffeine to stay awake.
Awesome. So, guys, I'll tell you, you can also get too much sleep. I've heard of people absolutely being fatigued because and I ask them, well, how much sleep you get? I'm getting plenty. I'm getting 11, 12 hours a day, and believe it or not, you can actually have a counter effect on your health from having that much sleep. I know, Malinda, did you have to jump off already, or are you still on here?
I'm on.
Okay. I didn't know what time you had to hop off. I know that you're going to be highlighting our vision webinar tonight as well. And I know a lot of people also have to...
Yeah, they're actually doing the champions portion next Monday. They want to do all the rollouts today for the call. So that's been tabled for next week, which is awesome.
Okay, good. Well, hey, we're going to take do a couple more minutes before I get you guys off the line. I know that a lot of people have team calls tonight. Let me ask you, what would you say to somebody, Malinda, that is struggling? They start out losing weight, and all of a sudden, they drop 10 pounds, and now, for a full week to 2 weeks, they barely lost any weight on the scale. What would you say to them?
Well, the first thing I would take a look at is ask them for what their diet is, what they're actually eating. And I'd also talk about, like Stephanie brought up as well, which was fantastic, their water consumption, which is huge. And also their sleeping habits. But one thing, if it's with their physical activity, we've had a lot of customers and, even our promoters as well, I've worked with them on that as far as like their weight loss goals. And once you kind of plateau, you want to switch it up because your body gets so used to a rhythm and it goes into a habitual mode. So you're not really changing anything. So you really need to do something just to shock it, whether it's with your diet, moving your meals around, doing a different type of food to maximize your results, upping your water intake, or even sometimes decreasing your water intake in order to obtain those results as well. So say something just to immediately trigger. One thing I would say to do would be definitely switch up your training routine, switch up what you're doing, because that actually refocuses your body saying, wait a minute, what are you doing here? What are you doing to me? I'm used to doing this, this, and this. And you'll start getting different results with that. And also structuring your meals a little bit differently. Like for weight loss, one big nugget I would say to do is eat your heaviest meal in the middle of the day, because your body's constantly burning those calories. Your lighter meal, like your shake, at night if you can. And also cover those with healthy snacks as well, like, our Vi-Bites or even our Neutral bars. But just watch your sugars. And, you got to switch that training routine. Do something different and shock.
That's awesome. I tell you, I absolutely love this call. I know we're about out of time here, and I just wanted to thank, Stephanie and Malinda and Cindy for getting on here and just sharing some tips. Guys, if you know anybody that needs some support and they're not on this line, get them on this line. Get them on these calls. This whole support group is literally changing lives. The accountability, the friendships, just being able to help people who are struggling, that are plateauing, or just need some encouragement or some lifting up. Get them on these calls. That's what they're there for. It doesn't matter. They can be promoters. They can be customers. It could be non-promoters and customers. It's just somebody that's struggling with with their weight, or just a health issue. Maybe they just could hear the right story on this call that could literally change their life. And I just really thank you guys for everything you're doing in the Vi community and how you're impacting lives, and for this complete ViHOPE team that spends so much time helping people change their life. I really love this. I just want to close this out, guys. There's so many different ways you can get results. There's so many different tips that you can get. Everyone has amazing but different. Not everybody has not the same story. You can have. Not everything works for the same people. I hate those one-size-fits-all type diets, because the truth is there's no real one-size-fits-all. Everybody's different. Everybody's body acts were different. People lose weight at different times. People gain muscle at different times, all different ways. There is no perfect diet, and that's why we have these type of calls to be able to help people to fight through those plateaus. Guys, we just had an amazing event. Just an amazing event in Orlando. Absolutely loved it. We just, the culture has changed so much. We're changing so many people's lives. We just had 2 of our team members become Body by champions as well from our team here, and just watching them impact lives. And I tell you, they're doing a webinar tonight that anybody can get on. I don't care. It's a customer, promoters, anything. But if you want to know about, what's going on and the support you can get and how the challenge is changing lives, feel free to hop on that webinar. It'll be at 10 o'clock tonight, and I'm sure they can post the information on the ViHOPE page to get people on there. But it's going to be a webinar, showing all the new rollouts, the new support, what we're doing, what's going on in Vi. And I just ask anybody that wants some more information to hop on that. And I thank you guys very much for allowing me and my wife Cindy to be a part of this call. And I look forward to getting on it again. I just hope you guys have an amazing night. And reach out if you need any help with anything concerning your challenge or weight loss or anything else. But I thank you guys for getting on, and hope you guys have an amazing night. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.